Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Imagine skies filled with promise, suddenly turning into an unforeseen battlefield where survival hangs by a thread. Welcome to the world of aviation, where safety and danger coexist in a delicate balance. Today, we're delving into 10 of aviation's most catastrophic moments. Each flight began as a journey toward a destination, a dream, but ended in a way no one could have predicted. From the puzzling tragedy of Eastern Airlines Flight 401 to the devastating crash of American Airlines Flight 191, we uncover what went wrong. But here's the intrigue. These tragedies, shrouded in mystery, led to revolutionary changes that reshaped the skies. How did an overlooked indicator light or a hidden crack lead to life-altering events? And what can we learn from the ashes of these disasters? Join us as we navigate through these stories of loss, resilience, and innovation. By the end, you'll see the sky in a different light. This is more than a journey through aviation history. It's a voyage into the heart of human resilience and the relentless pursuit of safety. Stay with us as we unravel these tales of the unexpected. On the evening of December 29, 1972, a routine flight turned into one of the most tragic aviation accidents of the time. Eastern Airlines Flight 401, nearing its destination at Miami International Airport, plunged into the Florida Everglades. This catastrophic crash resulted in the loss of 101 lives, leaving a lasting impact on the aviation industry and leaving a permanent scar on the hearts of many. Flight 401 was on its final leg from New York to Miami. The flight, under the control of experienced pilots, was expected to be a textbook landing on a clear Floridian night. The aircraft involved, a Lockheed L-1011 TriStar, was a marvel of its time, renowned for its technological advancements and comfort. Its design was a testament to the pinnacle of aviation engineering in the early 1970s. As the aircraft approached Miami, a seemingly minor issue with the landing gear indicator light captured the crew's attention. This distraction proved fatal, as the plane gradually descended, unnoticed by the preoccupied crew until it was too late. Investigations into the crash revealed that the crew's distraction with the malfunctioning landing gear indicator was the primary cause. Their fixation on this minor issue led to a failure to monitor the plane's altitude, resulting in the unnoticed descent into the Everglades. The tragedy of Flight 401 became a pivotal moment in aviation history, leading to significant changes in cockpit resource management and flight safety protocols. May 11, 1996 witnessed a heart-rending aviation disaster that shook the nation. ValueJet Flight 592, shortly after taking off from Miami, plummeted into the Florida Everglades, marking one of the most tragic episodes in aviation history. The tragedy resulted in the loss of all 110 lives on board. The scale of this calamity resonated deeply, leaving a painful legacy in the history of aviation. Flight 592, a domestic route from Miami to Atlanta, began as a typical commercial flight. However, mere minutes into the journey, a catastrophe unfolded, transforming an ordinary afternoon into a scene of devastation. The aircraft, a McDonnell Douglas DC-9-32, was a popular model for short to medium-haul flights, became synonymous with this tragic event, a reminder of the unforeseen dangers in aviation. Shortly after takeoff, a fire erupted in the cargo hold. The flight crew, unaware of the severity of the situation, was unable to control the rapidly escalating fire, which ultimately led to the loss of control and the aircraft's descent into the Everglades. Investigations revealed a harrowing truth. The fire was caused by improperly stored cargo, specifically oxygen generators, which were mistakenly loaded without safety caps. The ignition of these generators led to an uncontrollable fire aboard the aircraft. The ValueJet Flight 592 disaster brought about stringent changes in airline cargo regulations and fire safety protocols, significantly enhancing the safety of future flights. July 19, 1989 became a day remembered in aviation history for its tale of survival against the odds. United Airlines Flight 232, on its journey from Denver to Chicago, encountered an unimaginable crisis in the skies. The catastrophic incident claimed the lives of 111 individuals. Each one is a story of dreams, hopes, and aspirations tragically cut short. Flight 232, a routine flight aboard the DC-10, turned into a desperate fight for survival following a catastrophic mechanical failure. This aircraft, a TWA known for its robustness and long-range capabilities, was a familiar presence in the skies, serving as a vital link in United Airlines fleet. Mid-flight, a loud bang echoed through the cabin, the beginning of an unprecedented chain of events. The DC-10's rear engine had exploded, a catastrophic failure that severed all hydraulic lines. Without these critical controls, the aircraft became nearly unmanageable, turning the pilot's cabin into a scene of intense struggle to regain control. The subsequent investigation by the NTSB revealed a chilling discovery. The engine's fan disc had suffered a fatigue crack, previously undetected in inspections. This small flaw led to the fan disc's fragmentation, triggering a catastrophic sequence that doomed Flight 232. The tragedy of Flight 232 was not in vain. It prompted sweeping changes in engine inspection protocols and hydraulic system designs, making air travel safer for all. September 8, 1994, marked a harrowing day in the history of aviation. U.S. Air Flight 427, on its approach to Pittsburgh International Airport, met with a tragic fate near Aliquippa, PA, forever altering our understanding of aircraft safety. The crash claimed the lives of all 132 people on board. Each life lost represented a personal story, a dream unfulfilled, echoing the profound tragedy of this event. The aircraft was part of the renowned Boeing 737 series, known for its reliability and widespread use in commercial aviation. This particular model was a familiar sight in the skies, embodying the era's aviation technology. Flight 427, operated by a Boeing 737, was a domestic flight that turned into a nightmare. The final moments of the flight were fraught with confusion and terror as the aircraft suddenly lost control. As Flight 427 approached Pittsburgh, it suddenly and inexplicably rolled to the left. The pilots struggled to regain control, but their efforts were in vain. Within moments, the aircraft plunged into a nosedive, leaving no chance for recovery. The subsequent investigation revealed a chilling discovery. The cause of the disaster was traced to a malfunction in the aircraft's rudder control system. This malfunction led to an uncommanded rudder deflection, resulting in the loss of control. This tragic incident led to significant changes in aviation safety, particularly in the design and monitoring of aircraft control systems, ensuring such a catastrophe would never be repeated. August 2, 1985. A day marked by tragedy in the annals of aviation history. Delta Airlines Flight 191, on its final approach to Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, encountered a calamity that would forever change our understanding of weather-related aviation accidents. The crash claimed the lives of 137 individuals, including one unfortunate soul on the ground. Each life lost, a story unfinished, a dream unfulfilled. Flight 191, en route from Fort Lauderdale to Los Angeles with a stopover in Dallas, was a routine flight that turned catastrophic in mere moments. The aircraft, a Lockheed L-1011 TriStar, was an embodiment of modern aviation excellence. Renowned for its advanced design and passenger comfort, the TriStar was a favorite among airlines and travelers alike. As Flight 191 approached the runway, it unwittingly flew into an invisible and deadly trap, a microburst. This sudden, intense downdraft was an unknown peril at the time, a treacherous phenomenon that the pilots were unprepared for. The National Transportation Safety Board's investigation concluded that the primary cause of this devastating accident was a microburst-induced wind shear during the aircraft's approach. This pivotal finding led to groundbreaking advancements in weather detection technology and pilot training. Though born from tragedy, the legacy of Flight 191 has been instrumental in making air travel safer for millions of passengers who fly every day. July 9, 1982, was a day etched in sorrow in aviation history. PanAm Flight 759, moments after lifting off from New Orleans International Airport, met with a catastrophic fate, leaving an indelible scar in the hearts of many. The tragedy claimed 153 lives, 145 of whom were on board the ill-fated flight, with an additional 8 victims on the ground. This calamity not only ended numerous journeys, but also shattered the serenity of a neighborhood. Flight 759, operated by a Boeing 727, was embarking on a regular route. Its journey, however, was cut short in a matter of seconds, transforming a routine takeoff into a nightmare. The Boeing 727-235, a workhorse of the skies, was known for its robustness and reliability. This aircraft was a familiar sight in PanAm's fleet, symbolizing the golden age of jet travel. Shortly after takeoff, Flight 759 encountered an invisible yet deadly meteorological phenomenon, a microburst. This intense downdraft, a lurking danger unknown to many at the time, caught the aircraft in its grip, leading to an irreversible descent. The painstaking investigation by the National Transportation Safety Board unveiled the cause: a microburst-induced wind shear during the aircraft's initial climb. This revelation was pivotal in enhancing weather forecasting and pilot training to confront such invisible dangers. The echoes of Flight 759's tragedy have since reverberated through the annals of aviation, steering critical advancements in flight safety and weather awareness. September 2, 1998, became a day of tragedy in the history of aviation. Swissair Flight 111, en route from New York JFK to Geneva, encountered a catastrophic event over the Atlantic near the coast of Nova Scotia, Canada. The disaster claimed the lives of all 229 people aboard. The scale of this tragedy resonated worldwide, leaving a lasting impact on the aviation community and beyond. Flight 111, operated by a McDonnell Douglas MD-11, was a regular transatlantic flight connecting two continents. The aircraft's departure from New York was routine, with no forewarning of the impending disaster. The MD-11, a marvel of its time, was celebrated for its advanced design and intercontinental capabilities. The aircraft was a testament to Swissair's commitment to luxury and safety. The tragedy unfolded mid-flight when an in-flight fire broke out, a dire situation exacerbated by flammable material known as mylar in the aircraft's structure. The pilot's valiant efforts to control the situation were in vain as the fire rapidly overwhelmed the aircraft's systems. The exhaustive investigation by aviation authorities concluded that the in-flight fire was caused by the flammable mylar used in the aircraft's structure. This revelation led to a re-evaluation of material used in aircraft design, sparking significant changes in aviation safety standards. July 17, 1996 marked one of the darkest days in aviation history. TWA Flight 800, bound for Paris from New York, met with catastrophe shortly after takeoff. The Boeing 747, a symbol of aviation's golden era, was transformed in an instant from a vessel of dreams to a tragic emblem of sorrow. In this heart-wrenching tragedy, all 230 souls on board were lost. The abruptness of the disaster left the world in shock and mourning. Flight 800, a transatlantic journey, began its ill-fated voyage from New York's JFK Airport, destined for the City of Lights. A routine takeoff gave no hint of the impending doom. The aircraft, a Boeing 747-131, had been a reliable part of TWA's fleet since 1971. Its extensive service record was a testament to its durability and TWA's commitment to safety. Minutes into the flight, an explosion ripped through the 747's center wing fuel tank. The aircraft, engulfed in flames, plummeted into the ocean, leaving a trail of debris and despair. The investigation into this disaster by the National Transportation Safety Board became one of the most extensive and complex in aviation history. The mystery deepened as initial theories ranged from a missile strike to a bomb explosion. After painstaking reconstruction of the aircraft and analysis of every minute detail, a startling revelation emerged. The root cause was traced not to external sabotage, but to an explosion of the center wing fuel tank. Investigators concluded that the most likely ignition source was a short circuit outside of the tank, leading to a catastrophic chain of events. This finding prompted sweeping changes in aircraft design and fuel tank safety. November 12, 2001 witnessed a calamity that shook the foundations of aviation safety. American Airlines Flight 587 tragically crashed in Belle Harbor, New York, just moments after its ascent into the sky. This disaster not only darkened the skies of New York, but also left a persistent mark on the hearts of many. The catastrophe claimed 265 lives, including 260 passengers and crew on board, and 5 unfortunate souls on the ground. A community and countless families were plunged into mourning. Flight 587, operated by an Airbus A300, was bound from New York to Santo Domingo. The flight started on its routine journey, unaware of the fate that awaited. The Airbus A300B4605R was a testament to modern aviation. With its advanced design, it was built to connect worlds, a mission tragically cut short that fateful day. Shortly after takeoff, A catastrophic sequence unfolded, the aircraft's vertical stabilizer detached, as a result of forces beyond what it was designed to withstand. Investigations revealed a shocking truth. The tragedy was born from excessive rudder, which is a surface that controls the rotation of the plane about its vertical axis. Inputs. A stark reminder of the delicate balance between man and machine in aviation. This incident, while a stark tragedy, has since become a catalyst for critical changes in pilot training and aircraft design. May 25, 1979, marks the day of one of the most devastating aviation disasters in U.S. history. American Airlines Flight 191 faced a catastrophic fate mere moments after lifting off from Chicago's O'Hare International Airport. The tragedy resulted in the loss of all 271 souls on board and an additional 2 fatalities on the ground. This harrowing event left an indelible scar on the aviation community and the nation. Flight 191, bound for Los Angeles, began as a routine flight, but shortly after takeoff, a series of catastrophic events unfolded, turning a routine takeoff into one of the darkest moments in aviation history. The aircraft, a McDonnell Douglas DC-9-32, was a widely used TWA known for its efficiency and capacity. Registration N110AA. This particular DC-10 was a staple in American Airlines fleet, representing the era's technological advancements in aviation. Tragedy struck when the aircraft's left engine and pylon assembly detached during the ascent, flipping over the wing. This catastrophic failure led to a severe imbalance, causing the aircraft to roll uncontrollably to the left, making it impossible for the pilots to regain control. Investigations led by the National Transportation Safety Board revealed a disturbing cause: maintenance errors during a procedure known as the engine pylon shortcut method. This improper maintenance practice led to the fatal detachment of the engine, sealing the fate of Flight 191. Investigations into the crash revealed that the crew's distraction with the malfunctioning landing gear indicator was the primary cause. Their fixation on this minor issue led to a failure to monitor the plane's altitude, resulting in the unnoticed descent into the Everglades. The tragic loss of Flight 191 brought about stringent changes in aircraft maintenance procedures and regulatory oversight, transforming aviation safety standards. Each story, from the microburst-induced crash of Delta Flight 191 to the catastrophic in-flight fire of Swiss Air Flight 111, brings forth vital lessons. We've seen how overlooked details like a fatigue crack in United Flight 232's engine or a malfunctioning indicator in Eastern Airlines Flight 401 can lead to irreversible consequences. These events have profoundly shaped aviation safety, leading to rigorous improvements in aircraft design, maintenance, and crew training. While we remember and honor those lost in these tragic events, let's also acknowledge the significant advancements in aviation safety that have arisen from these lessons. Each story has contributed to making air travel the safest mode of transportation in the world today.